A letter? For me? Hey there, Eline. Welcome in. You just have to edit my streaming title here. What do you think will be revealed on the AC stream? I mean, definitely Valhalla content. Probably what's to come for the second part of this year, of the second season plus year. Probably more about the side media with comics and mangas and stuff. Maybe an AC1 remaster version. I'm really not sure, to be honest, if that's gonna happen. But I mean, since it's 50th anniversary for AC1, it very well might. There's of course also the chance I will talk a bit more about the rumored and leaked game AC Rift, which is supposed to feature Basim or something. Or I could also talk about AC Infinity, which of course is still a project that's in the works. But yeah, I think Rift and Infinity is unlikely. I think we're definitely gonna focus on Valhalla and the side media, probably. And I reckon there's gonna be something to AC1. Like, I can't imagine otherwise if it's like 15 years, you know. But yeah, I really couldn't issue a definitive answer though. It's, they hadn't really talked too much about it. But considering that they usually would use a Ubisoft Forward event to tease something major, I'm not quite sure if it's gonna be like something, you know, super big to announce. But yeah, it's the tweak category as well. And yeah, then we can start Chronicles Rush, I would say. Anglo-Saxon, you really enjoyed watching me play that. You made me look, you look like an amateur fool. I mean, that's alright, you know. I've also played these games like so much over the past years, so I know them like at the back of my hand sometimes. But I guess it's just something that comes naturally to everybody who would play the games as much, you know. I wouldn't feel too bad about that. Origins crossover, AC1 crossover, Cassandra meets Altair. Yeah, that would be like the worst thing to happen to AC, I think, to be honest. Altair meeting Cassandra. I would probably vomit in the corner. That's not an exaggeration. Anglo-Saxon used to have a sealed PC version of AC1. Do you? That's really awesome, dude. I wonder how much that would be worth nowadays. Have like an actual sealed copy. we are. AC Chronicles Russia. Let's see. Okay, I didn't save my last progress here. That's good, because I want to reset my save game. Have like a complete fresh experience here. Let me just go ahead and check my settings again, just to make sure everything proper. When I have subtitles on, of course. Play costume. Yeah, no. We don't need that right now. Graphic options, we think of who's looks good. Okay. Maybe good. Where do the Nintendo DS games fit in all of this? Nintendo DS games. Was that DS Chronicles or something? That was like a Nintendo DS game? I'm currently actually not quite sure which games have been released on Nintendo DS, to be honest. I remember playing those two. I know there was like a game, DS Chronicles, I think, and also one for Ezio, I believe. However, when I did some research like some years ago, where I looked up all of the different like side media games, and from what I remember, I think the two side-scroller games that were released on the Nintendo DS, if it was, I guess, were considered non-canon. Like, they often emulated the story in parts, but it was kind of like not really fully confirmed to be part of a timeline, or like gimmick games, I guess. Because I did actually play all of the games that had story relevance that I looked up, and it didn't include those side-scroller games, so I reckon they didn't really had any merit to the story, I guess. What's the most recent game in chronological order? So that would be basically AC Chronicles Russia. Yeah, because also the last game in our historical timeline order run. Before we go back all the way to AC Odyssey in the ancient times. But the most recent kind of like full-on 3D game would be, of course, AC Syndicate. But yeah, we didn't had any game past the World War I, essentially. Anything kind of like set there. Of course, we had the World War II rift in Unity, but that doesn't really count, I guess. And of course, the modern day is of course the most recent timeline. But yeah, if you look at like historical timelines, then Chronicles Russia would be the most recent. But yeah, we already played Chronicles China, of course, after Revelations and before Black Flag. We also played Chronicles India between Unity and Syndicate, kind of like as a prequel story to Syndicate. But yeah, now that we finished with the World War I in Syndicate, it's now time to start this, which takes place in 1918, or at least that's where it starts. And yeah, for this playthrough, we're not going to be doing like any kind of like challenge. I'm just going to be focusing on the story stuff. So reading character entries in the database, and yeah, just playing through the story really. It's going to be quite a casual playthrough. And yeah, it's really just about, you know, getting like a refresh on what's happening during this time. I can't really choose any other difficulty than normal, so let's go with that.
Nikolai, how long has it been? You have work for me? Always the charmer. But I'm glad it is you they sent. I have a dangerous assignment. Our informants reported that the Imperial family may have in their possession an old, and very special box. It may be a piece of Eden.
The Tsar's family is in Yekaterinburg, under guard.
Just the local militia, townsfolk under the command of a commissar. Still, keep your senses sharp, Nikolai. If this box is what we think it is, the Templars are no doubt looking for it too.
I've beaten them before. This will be my last mission. I have to think of Anna and Nadia.
Dawn of the Tsars, July 1918, Ekaterinburg. The very and disillusioned Nikolai Orderov is secretly planning to abandon the Assassin Brotherhood and leave Russia with his family to start a new life in America. In order to gain the money required for the fake papers, he accepts one final mission: infiltrating the Templar-controlled city of Ekaterinburg. He must locate the house where the Imperial family are being held prisoner and recover from them a mysterious box, an ancient artifact long coveted by the Order. Nikolai Andreev Orderov was a member of the Russian Brotherhood of Assassins during the late 19th and early 20th century. He was involved in the Borky train disaster and led the hunt for the Imperial scepter of Tsar Alexander III. He was also involved in the Tunguska event. Grigory Rasputin was a Russian mythical faith healer and covert Templar agent assigned to infiltrate the Russian royal house. He used his elite power to cure the Tsar's son, Alexei, of hemophilia, and he apparently saved the boy from a grave crisis. His real mission was to acquire the Staff of Eden owned by the Tsar in the form of the Imperial scepter. He succeeded, but the staff was then destroyed during the Tunguska explosion, and he could only salvage a small remaining piece. Rasputin survived an assassination attempt in 1914, performed by one of his own disciples, Ionia Guzeva. When World War I began, his negative influence on the Tsar was enormous, but he was eventually murdered by a Russian aristocrat named Felix Yusupov, along with a few co-conspirators. He was buried with a splinter of the destroyed Staff of Eden. The mysterious precursor books was once the property of a master assassin Ezio Auditore, before he gave it to Xiao Jun of the Chinese Brotherhood of Assassins. Xiao Jun lost the box to the Templars during her quest for vengeance. The box's whereabouts have been unknown to the assassins since then. Exactly, Aura. Yeah, I also always have to think of that song when I hear Rasputin.
One last time, one last mission.
There's no escape. We will find you.
Pickpocket here. Rasputin survived several attempts on his life, even severe poisoning. Yeah, that's insane.
Do you know what's happening at the Ipatiev house? I've seen more guards than normal beings in there.
I was there this morning. It doesn't look good for the family. More fences have been put up, and there are no longer.
Like, you know, being able to also survive like several poisonings too.
Shooting out that light would get his attention.
Over there! Don't lose him!
are watching for you!
You can use the telephone to distract and draw an enemy away from his patrol and answer the corresponding phone. Na cool. We can use the winch here. I see. Also pull a vent from the wall with a winch here. It's kinda cool.
I could catch a ride on the roof of that tram.
That's the guy who has classified information, I believe. Templar Order number 1. Orders have been sent, so you'll be joining Commander Yuroski's detachment. Make your way to the House of Special Purpose and await further orders. May the Father of Understanding guide you into the hidden blade of an assassin. Hey Veroni, welcome in. Good morning to you. So do I think Ubisoft takes a vote on which historical period they're going to cover next, or is it like a random selection out of a suggestion box? Well, usually the different teams have to kind of like make a pitch, right, to the executives of Ubisoft. So, obviously they're kind of like limited. For example, Montreal would often like lay the foundation with an engine. And then, for example, Quebec had to pitch a setting that would work on that engine, I guess. Which is why they, of course, chose Victorian London as a follow-up setting to Unity. But also AC Odyssey as a follow-up to Origins, because it would work with the same engine. But what I've seen from behind the scenes of Odyssey, for example, they actually had to kind of like work out an entire kind of like pitch, I guess, of the setting of ancient Greece and convince the higher ups at Ubisoft that that would work before they could actually work on the actual game and setting. for you. But yeah, I think it's definitely dependent on multiple aspects, you know. Certainly on the engine and what's possible within it gameplay-wise. Also like the historical time frame not being too far away from the previous game, yes. And yeah. But yeah, we're certainly also looking at kind of like what fans want to see, right? Because ancient Egypt and ancient Greece both have been settings that have been requested for a long time. Also, the French Revolution, you know, has been talked about ever since AC1. Also, like within Ubisoft. So, yeah. Maybe they should just stop. I don't know. I kind of want to see AC keep on going, but I think it just really needs people that care about the overarching story. And of course, they also have to rethink some of the gameplay decisions to fit better again with like the whole fantasy of what it is to be an assassin. But yeah, I think if they do that, then the series definitely has a future. This electrical device is an ingenious adaptation of an industrial pulley powered by a dry cell. Autoloff can use it to quickly climb towards ceilings and to apply strong pulls from a distance to break objects, pull vehicles, or activate levers. The device is also equipped with a high voltage delivery system that can short circuit electrical machines or lights. The Russian Revolution is a major event that led to the end of the Tsarist autocracy in 1917, to the creation of the USSR in 1922. After the First Revolution, which took place in February in Petrograd, now St. Petersburg, the Tsar Nicholas II abdicated and the power was seized by the Russian Provisional Government. After a period of trouble, the Bolsheviks led by Vladimir Lenin overthrew the Provisional Government and appointed themselves as leaders of the country. This was the October Revolution, also known as the Red October. The new power signed a treaty with Germany to end Russia's involvement in World War I, but a civil war erupted between the Whites, anti-socialist parties, and the Reds, the Bolsheviks, who eventually won and founded a new state that would rule Russia and a large part of the Eurasian continent for about 70 years. Jesus Christ. Okay, I didn't expect that. Climb down here. I was supposed to dodge that.
Stop the tram. No more this way tonight. Everybody off.
Черт, имел лишь checkpoint. I must be cautious.
But we don't need to whistle. We can just kill him.
need to get across that bridge.
Can pick up this here. Get a few extra points. Nikolai Andreev Orlov was born in the second half of the 19th century. His father Andrei immigrated to Russia and became a member of the Narodnaya Voya, a terrorist offspring of Russian assassin brotherhood. He decided to raise Nikolai as an assassin and had him start his training as a child. In the order, Nikolai befriended Alexander Ulyanov and his younger brother, who would later be known as Vladimir Lenin. The Workers' and Peasants' Militia was a civilian police force created in April 1917. In the early days of the Soviet Union, it consisted of proletarians without much experience or training, but it provided a cheap and large force to ensure security in the territory, and was also designed to contrast with the previous state police that Bolsheviks perceived as protection for the rich.
Let's hope it stays that way.
Identify yourself! Get him!
After
Maybe
him!
I could pull that platform
I see
closer.
him! Don't lose him! We are watching for you!
There's no escape! We will find you!
Here! He's here! There's no escape! We will find you!
I need to take out those guards. They will shoot me on sight.
So from here we can just zoom and just headshot them. But they can only go for like actual sniping with a scope from like dedicated areas.
Assassin!
Well, they got me. Let's try this again.
I need to take out those guards. They will shoot me on sight.
Assassin!
Assassin. Okay, so we can have like avoid these mines by having the magnetic key or like being close to whoever has it.
Have you seen the crowds that gather?
With confirmation that the artifact is in the hands of one of the princesses, with authorization to start the operation, infiltrate the checker and snatch a box.
Outside the house.
Yes. They won't get in. It wouldn't matter if they did. The guards inside look more like an execution school.
So I have a magnetic key, right? So I should be good. What the fuck? I stole the key. I stole from the magnetic key guy. Where's the bomb? Ah, there's... okay. Apparently there's like two different keys
There's
here.
a hard all around, but hopefully it will become easier.
Never mind.
How about yours?
Better now that it is summer. Nobody minds when sunshine comes through the holes in the roof.
Okay.
And then everything will stop. Let's hope we don't get stuck here.
Where did you say you were from originally?
Omsk, a long way from here.
I need to get into the house without raising the alarm. Reinforcements would make this impossible.
Oopsie. Yep, that's good work. Let's try it again. What? Who saw me? We just not try this in the first place, I guess. I wonder if I could shoot him while he's looking down. Gets me detected or not. Ah, fuck. I was just about to freaking shoot him. I was literally pressing the button already. This. And this is tricky. Yeah, I can't. So literally, like you can't do it fast enough. Doesn't work. Okay. Well. minutes. We have to try something else. So I can shoot the this thing here.
Nobody minds when sunshine comes through the holes in the roof. But still, let's put it.
Let's get the magnetic key. And we can lure this guy over to the phone. Yes.
Da, sir? Sir,
But
Fools. I can't stop them all, but I won't let them interfere with my mission.
Hold the crowd back! I don't want the house ransacked before we find the box!
Templars.
Templars. Alright. Definitely quite a low score there. I didn't get any of the upgrades there, but that's alright. We would have gotten increased health for the first upgrade anyways.
Torture them, find out what they know, then kill them.
Why would the Templars want to kill the Romanovs? Surely they would murder the children. I can't concern myself with this. I have my own family to protect. I need to find that box, and then get Anna and Nadia far away from this madness.
Red Fury, July 1918, Ekaterinburg. Orlov has reached the Ipatiev house, where the Tsar's family is kept prisoner by the militia. He discovers that some of the officers are looking for the same box he's been tasked to retrieve. Templars have infiltrated the Bolsheviks and started using the revolution to their own end. Such a noob.
I should tread carefully. Templars are all over this place.
So we can use this switch here to turn off the lights apparently.
What was that?
It's definitely helpful.
Not.
On May 20th, 1887, Nikolai witnessed the execution of Alexander after the latter was captured during a failed assassination attempt on Tsar Alexander III. The guilt of not being able to help his friend would pursue Nikolai for years.
Where are you?
One. So we gotta get rid of this electrical wire here.
I see him!
Ah, fuck off.
Alert the men!
He detected me last millisecond.
Plans to do the same. I wouldn't be so sure about that. But it's nothing I wanted to say out loud anyway.
The Bolsheviks have got lucky anyway.
Those vents could provide me a way to move around these enemies unseen.
Set up power now.
Yeah, I had heard that. But I don't really listen out for any news of it.
Wouldn't you ever go back?
White forces aside, in a box maybe. They'd have to shoot me before I'd ever set foot there again.
Why? Can't be that much worse than anywhere else, surely.
Go there and see for yourself.
What was that?
It's just a mix of those wanting to get rich at any price, and those who don't belong anywhere else.
Am I supposed to go here for? Not sure.
They'd have to shoot me before I'd ever set foot there again.
Why? Can't be that much worse than anywhere else, surely.
Go there and see for yourself. It's just a mix of those wanting to get rich at any price, and those who don't belong anywhere else.
The getting rich part doesn't sound too bad.
If you can keep hold of it. The times are changing fast. The empire is gone now.
I heard that some of the smaller countries are trying to break away now.
I don't quite know where to go from here, to be honest. Yeah. Ouch.
So do you want to remain close?
So they don't want Bolshevik rule. Brave choice.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
What do you mean?
Nothing, or at least nothing I want to say out loud anyway.
The Bolsheviks have got lucky anyway.
How so?
Well, the most of the left and the right both oppose them, but they won't work together.
Somebody
Green and
there?
white don't mix.
What was that?
Ah, there's a window here. I don't see that at all.
Where are you?
What do you mean?
Or at least nothing I want to say out loud anyway.
The Bolsheviks have got lucky.
Where did you say you were from originally?
Omsk. Long way from here.
Nothing, damn it. I can't let the Templars put their hands on it.
Long way from here.
Isn't that where the anti-Bolsheviks have set up power now?
Go there and see for yourself. It's just a mix of those wanting to get rich at any price, and those who don't belong anywhere else.
The getting rich part doesn't sound...
Good. No idea why. One thing, he didn't die, why I smacked him like 10 times. And why Orlov decided not to do assassination. Drag attack.
I heard that some of the smaller countries are trying to break away now that there's confusion.
Which ones?
Ukraine has declared independence. And Estonia...
Gotta assassinate him.
Don't lose him!
Fuck. Game. I literally couldn't assassinate him. So much. Intake with this here.
In time we shall rid ourselves of this vermin.
What do we do if he comes back?
Where did you say you were from originally?
Where are you? Gone?
It up here then. I think we basically have to get detected now because there's no way to get past this guy. Oh, I do have a smoke bomb. So we can use this for now.
Gone?
Yeah, I know, this isn't possible without getting detected here, unless we're inside and we can trigger the phone. So, what shall we do?
What was that?
Assassin!
Can't even see what's like inside of where to climb and stuff. Oh man. Okay, let's try this again, shall we?
Where did you say you were from originally?
Maybe our intel is not so good.
Dad?
Before I'd ever
Hello?
set foot there again.
Hello! No one there.
Why? Can't be that much worse than anywhere else, surely.
Go there and see for yourself. It's just a mix of those wanting to get rich in Christ and those who don't belong anywhere else.
The getting rich part doesn't sound too bad.
If you can keep hold of it. Times are changing fast. The Empire is gone now.
I heard that some of the smaller countries are trying to break away now that there is confusion.
Which ones?
Ukraine has declared independence, and Estonia plans to do the same, though they want to remain closer.
So they don't want Bolshevik rule? Brave choice.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
What do you mean?
Nothing. Or at least nothing I want to say out loud. Somebody there?
Somebody there?
Enough of this foolishness.
Just my mind playing tricks.
I heard that some of the smaller countries are trying to break.
How's the interrogation going?
Not well. Sverdlov already had the Tsar and his wife killed. The kids are next if they don't talk.
The Tsar is dead? I need to see that.
They did it. Killed the Tsar? At least they don't have the box. Let's check this basement.
Кто это? Whoever this is, you need to speak up. Someone must be.
The purpose of being up here. Painting is kind of like marked for some reason. Not sure why though. Oh, never mind.
Where is that box?
Stay will get him! I see him!
Yeah. Supposed to get past these guys. Ah, okay, I can go to the top there. I see.
Over there!
Oh, gotta be faster.
Here! He's here! Don't lose him! Here!
Yeah, you gotta have the exact right timing there. There's no real room for like error.
Over there!
Ah, fuck off. Seriously. Like, I can't be much faster than that. Everything is a bit too fast and we're gonna be shot anyways.
Here! He's here!
Dude, seriously? Seriously?
Over there!
Okay, fuck you guys. I'm gonna die. Jeez. Of course I died to like one hit. I have to take like 10 or so to die. Oh man, that's bullshit.
Here! He's here!
Not even sure anymore how to dodge, to be honest. Let's see if we can check that in the menu. General controls. Or contextual action. Guess combat dash is what we're looking for here. Press A and hold left.
Assassin! Oh!
Over there! There's no escape! We will find you!
Jesus Christ. That wasn't well designed, I thought. But at the timing you still got detected. Almost like you had to have a smoke bomb or something.
Shooting children? If it wasn't for the mission, I would kill you all.
What? Okay, some of these timings are actually stupid. Like I had the assassination button. I was like killing him. And while I was killing him, he killed her. Like how much faster do I have to be? I like literally went to him directly. I pressed assassination within like moments of it being available. Boy, yeah, this definitely resets my least favorite of the Chronicles games, to be honest, because of stuff like this. Oh, fuck this. Like, I have to hit them like 5 times and they have to hit me once. In combination with this like super ridiculous time where you literally only have to do it perfect. Get it right. What? Like this, you know, like I'm literally killing him and somehow he manages to kill her at the same time. Then I do this like stupid stop at the beginning there, where I also can't do anything about it.
That's the done.
There! Grab her!
Freaking hell.
Please, no.
Easy. I won't harm you. I just need that box.
What is that around your neck? What is it doing? Who are you?
Please, child, just give me the box.
No!
I'm sorry, but I'm out of time.
No!
Happy with them with it, not gonna lie. It was painful, like the last part there. Because I literally had to do it perfect, like the timing at first. And of course fight all of these guys who can just one-shot you and attack you like with super fast speed. It's, yeah, ridiculous. I hope you have memories are not as frustrating as this last part, because it was ridiculous.
Something to me. Cursed me with that necklace. I could never kill anyone. I can barely hold a gun.
Quickly, this way.
Listen to me, child. I can help you. I have friends. They will know what has happened to you. Come with me if you want to live.
No. My family. I must find them.
They are dead. I'm sorry.
No! This can't be! Maria! Tatiana!
It's too late. You can only save yourself now. Think of what your family would want. Come, we must leave. I'll protect you. You have my word.
Okay, Arnold. Thanks for mission passes for Aura. Yeah, I'm really glad to be past that, to be honest. Power from the past. Orlov has found the box as well as the last living member of the Tsar's family, Anastasia. After a short struggle to take the box from her, Orlov triggered a blast when the artifact touched the shard he carried around his neck. Could the nightmare of Tunguska happen again?
Keep my dagger.
Grand Duchess Anastasia Nikolaevna of Russia was the youngest daughter of the Tsar Nicholas II, the last sovereign of Imperial Russia, and his wife Tsarina Alexandra Fyodorovna. Anastasia had 4 siblings: Olga, Tatiana, Maria, and Alexei. For all of her family, she was placed under house arrest during the Russian Revolution. When her father abdicated, they were brought to Ekaterinburg during the summer of 1917. where they were kept prisoner in a private house commandeered by the Bolsheviks for the sole purpose of hosting the imperial family, which was slaughtered shortly after. Anastasia was rumored to have survived, but DNA analysis seems to prove that she did not. Nikolai Alexandrovich Romanov was the last emperor of Russia, Grand Duke of Finland, titular King of Poland. Like other Russian emperors, he is commonly known by the monarchical title Tsar. His role was foreshadowing the fall of Imperial Russia, since he led his nation to losing the entire Baltic fleet against the Japanese in 1905. His political maneuvers to end the competition with England led to the Russian involvement in World War I and caused the death of many of his people. After the October Revolution, Alexander abdicated and was imprisoned by the Bolsheviks, before being executed alongside his family. The Russian Orthodox Church canonized him and his family at the end of the 20th century. Nikola Tesla was a Serbian-American engineer and inventor, known for his work on alternating current and electricity. After working in telephony and electrical engineering, Tesla immigrated to the US and worked with Thomas Edison later. The two men separated on bad terms. Tesla was part of what was called the War of Currents, when Edison and his direct current were battling Westinghouse's alternating current for the conquest of electrical distribution in the United States. Tesla was facing Edison again on this occasion. Reputed to be some kind of mad scientist, Tesla has worked on many fields, including radio, X-rays, and direct energy weapons. The States of Eden were pieces of Eden that embodied sovereignty and dominion. Known throughout history by names such as the paper staff of the Russian imperial scepter, the staves were used by various Egyptian pharaohs, Roman Catholic popes, and Russian tsars. The one once carried by the Tsar was destroyed in the Tunguska event, and only a shard remained. Shards of Eden. Orlov carries around his neck a splinter of the Staff of Eden. And, hey Barot, welcome in Senny. Thank you for the raid, dude, and welcome in Raiders. I hope you had a good stream today with, the Quarry, wasn't it? I think you made a start on that game. How was it? And, yeah, welcome in. We're currently playing some AC Chronicles Russia. Still at the start of it, or rather, early into it. But, yeah, finished with the Syndicate World War I Rift earlier, so now we're onto this of the last kind of like game in historical timeline order. And hey, I'm the Bassett. Welcome in, dude. For some reason my shoutout doesn't work. What up? Let me see if I can fix this. Ah. Seems like the service might be down. Let me go ahead and just restart Stream Deck real quick. My PC is just being super weird right now. Well, that's not ideal. But hey Sunny, no problemo. Absolutely the quarry, and it's really good so far. Really loving it. The atmosphere, the 80s horror vibes and music. Some tech issues though on your end with static, unfortunately. Even after turning off your controller, it kept going, which is a first for that issue. Damn, dude, that really sucks. Sorry to hear that you're having that static issue again, because that's really annoying to deal with, especially since you don't know when it happens, right? Kind of like have to rely on like listening to the stream or like having your viewers tell you that it's happening. So that'd be really annoying to have happen again. Hopefully you find a way to solve that issue eventually. But that's great that you enjoyed the game, dude. I'm glad you had a good time with it. And hey the Maxi, welcome in, dude. How's it going? And yeah, I'm doing quite well. Apart from like my PC being a bit weird right now, but let me just see if I can fix something here real quick. Okay, never mind. I guess we just can't use the stream deck right now. That's fine. A bit annoying, but it is what it is. Hey Jim, welcome in. But that's true, and it was happening around the 45 to 48 minute mark each time. After the second you changed headset settings in Xbox, that happened again. However, not as bad, and you could just turn the controller off, then on again to fix it. I gotcha. It only also happens during specific games, right? So I wonder if there's like a connection between the game that you're streaming and the issue happening. But yeah, that's definitely odd. And I gotcha, Maxi. Glad to hear that you're doing okay. But yeah, that sucks that you have to, go back to the office a bit more often now. I reckon you also preferred home office. Rotter was very weird like that, because if it were your controller or headset, you think it would happen with every game you stream. Exactly, dude. That's the thing, right? Like, what's the connection between the game that you're streaming and the issue happening? I'm not sure. But it also happened a lot on Origins for you, didn't it? Max, you haven't had time to properly set up your Xbox One X, didn't you? Yeah, fun fact, I actually got an Xbox One myself yesterday. I found one for $50 actually, including controller and free games and stuff. So couldn't say no to that. But yeah, now we'll also be able to play Forza 2 and 3 properly on that platform. Jim, you want to tell something about Quarry, but does it count as a spoiler? If you say what happened to whom, but don't say names. I think it would, yeah. So maybe it would be best to wait until Rod has finished the game. So, no spoilers happen or anything like that, considering it's more of a recent game. Yeah, Maxi, so if you want to play some Forza 3 together at some point, because I think Forza 3 still has the servers online, at least on the Xbox. We could definitely do that. But yeah, I would have to finish Forza 2 first though. Because I kind of want to play them in order. Origins and Shadow of the Tomb Raider. However, months ago in your last playthrough of Origins it only happened once. Hopefully with the addition of a new update it will stop it from completely happening. Yeah. I hope so too, dude. It's good for that it didn't happen quite as often. Because I remember that being quite the recurring issue. Okay, let's keep on reading a bit more here in the database. We were just catching up on some of the new entries here. The Shards of Eden. Olaf carries around his neck a splinter of the Staff of Eden, which was destroyed in Tunguska in 1908. The shard was salvaged by Grigory Rasputin, and Orlov recovered it only after Rasputin's death. He believes that shard will host some power, and it's potentially dangerous. The Tunguska event was a large explosion supposedly caused by an asteroid or comet, which occurred near the Podkamenaya Tunguska River, what is now Krasnoyarsk Krai, Russia, on June 1908. It is the largest impact event on Earth in recorded history and is estimated to have delivered an equivalent of 20 to 30 megatons of TNT, making it 1,000 times greater than the explosion of the A-bomb on Hiroshima. It is estimated that the Tunguska explosion knocked down some 80 million trees over an area of 2,150 square kilometers. The explosion was actually the result of the use of Tesla's Teleforce weapon on the Staff of Eden, which was at the time in the hands of the Templars.
Looks like you know how to use it.
Who is that man? Why is he helping me? Bolshevik soldiers. They're everywhere. I need to be careful. If I could just get the guard to look over there.
What was that?
One of the children is still missing. I think it is one of the daughters.
Shit.
Back?
We better hope someone finds him. Quickly.
Saw me there.
I need to get out of here. Find out what has happened to me.
What was that?
I didn't know I could do that.
What was that? Nothing. Who's there?
Whoops.
I need to get out of here. Find out what has happened to me.
Of course, some really heavy stuff. It's everything you would or not expect in a horror game. I gotcha. I mean, it sounds like a lot.
Somebody there?
Also nice if you like into it.
I didn't know I could do that.
Sometime in 1888, Nikolai's mentor tasked him with assassinating Tsar Alexander III, an ally of the Templar Order and owner of the powerful Staff of Eden. Nikolai was to secure Alexander and bring the staff back to the assassins. Before he left, Anna told him that she was pregnant. So in AC Russia, you play as Nikolai Orlov, one of the members of the Assassin Brotherhood. However, you also play as Anastasia, the Grand Duchess of the royal family in Russia. So yeah, it's the famous Anastasia who supposedly survived. didn't even see where mine were.
I need to get out of here. Find out what has happened to me.
Somebody there?
I didn't know I could do that.
Amazing.
Who's there?
Somebody here. Let's go this way. See, she survived family assassination in this game. Are we after 1918 at this point? This is shortly after the assassination, so this is still in 1918. She's literally trying to escape from the assassination right now, essentially.
I feel.
And yeah, the rest of her family has been killed. Okay, at the same time, she's also experiencing the memories of Shao Jun, which is why she has the skills of assassinating and climbing and all that type of stuff right now. She was holding the precursor box and acted with the Shard of Eden that Nikolai had, and then triggered her to get abilities from Shao Jun.
Thank goodness I'm out of there. Now to find that man, and use him to get me out of here.
This line is busy.
Unbelievable. It's like I'm invisible.
Well, that's because you are. Are you kidding me? I couldn't wait any longer there. Okay, I have to find another way to do this.
Unbelievable. It's like I'm invisible. Got it.
See, so it kind of fits in with history of how you think they had the royal jewels sewn into their clothing while they were captive. Apparently they did do that, didn't it? And some of the bullets have been deflected as well, I think. But I think also DNA tests prove that Anastasia should have died, apparently. So, yeah. I guess it's still kind of like a mystery, isn't it? If she survived or not. But, yeah. This is, I guess, AC's spin on that kind of like unsolved case. Nikolai chased the Imperial train and infiltrated it. After killing several patrolling guards and extorting information from one of them, he made his way to the Imperial carriage and attacked, but was surprised to face the Tsar's entire family when he had been told that his target would be alone. Alexander III appeared and defended his own. Nikolai managed to wound Alexander, but the formidable Templar was far from defeated. In the fight, the train got off the tracks and crashed. Orlov, left alive by Alexander, a far superior fighter, had to flee. I can't go up here. Alright, I had to use Helix Blend. Let's see.
Who knows? Who cares?
But what does he want with us?
I don't know. All I know is that from now on, my rifle is going to be my tool.
A rope. I can use this. If I could just assemble it with the dagger.
start now. How's the playthrough been going so far? Yeah, it's been alright, I guess. There's definitely been frustrating moments, you know, where the game wants you to play as perfect as you can, you know, with the timing and everything. Those parts have been really frustrating, especially since, you know, I don't even want to do like, not even doing like a challenge run or something, so just want to have like a casual playthrough. So yeah, those scenarios have been a bit annoying, to be honest. But apart from that, it's been definitely good. But yeah, it's definitely my least favorite of the 3 Chronicles games, so, like, by far. But you know exactly what I mean. You found this one to have the most challenging parts, even just doing a casual run. You feel it's the weakest, you don't hate it, but whenever you play the trilogy, you look forward more to China and India. Yeah, that's how I feel about it as well. You know, it has some cool connections, especially also to AC2 actually, and brothered with the glyphs. You know, where we also talk about Nikola Tesla and the Tunguska event. And then also you have like the Staff of Eden, everything. You know, I think so, those kind of connections are really cool. I actually really like the setting of it, you know. Like post World War I, Red October is really interesting. And it was actually the setting I looked most forward to when the Chronicles games got announced. Like more so than India and China. But yeah, jokes on me, it turned out to be my least favorite. But it's still, you know, like, of course, since it's based on Chronicles and the other games, it's like a fun side-scroller stealth game, you know. There's some really cool parts about it. But yeah, out of the 3, it's the weakest, I would say, too.
Machine gun! I don't stand a chance!
Over here. It's me you want.
Yeah, exactly.
I need to wait for him to reload. This is close enough. I need to take him out.
I see him!
That's it, go. Move. Meet me on the edge of your estate.
It's mine. Let's not go here. How do you feel going from the World War I portion of Syndicate then into this game? Actually quite good, I think. Yeah. The setting is definitely established quite a lot, also with like how much electricity is like of importance, you know, both in the World War I portion and in Syndicate, with the generators and everything. And yeah, like, you know, really with like technological advancement, you can feel that both games are quite close to each other in the timeline. That felt really good, actually. I definitely enjoyed that transition. I also prefer, I think, doing the World War I portion at the last thing, because it feels a bit odd doing it like in between main missions and Syndicate sometimes. It like ruins the pacing a little bit.
Identify yourself.
Fuck. Come on. Somewhere else.
Who's there? Over there!
I like how his rifle wasn't even aligned to the direction he was shooting.
Forces aside. In a box, maybe. Hey there.
But you agree that's how you felt about it once you did that playthrough doing it last. You think you do the same thing actually for your annual? Let's show the way tech was advancing around those years and seeing it in contrast to the game said earlier. Yeah, it definitely helps making the connection between Chronicles Russia and that portion too. But yeah, it's definitely like nice in some cases, at least going for the historical timeline order. And with Syndicate, I think it really works well. I also enjoy doing it in Unity, but obviously in Unity you go like all over the place considering how many historical events you have. So I think I actually prefer having the liberty to choose which mission to do when. But I do like all the effort they put in Unity, you know, like working out individual events, because it definitely becomes much more historical for it. But yeah, when actually doing a playthrough in historical order, it's like a lot of effort. You gotta put into both planning and executing that order. Yeah, and it's like also like once you do the research, it's really crazy when you think about how much effort they really put into Unity and making it as historically accurate as possible, you know. Like a lot of people criticize Unity for not spending too much time on the revolution in the main story, which I don't think is even the case. I mean, yeah, it's definitely focusing on Arno's and Lily's personal story, with the revolution as a bit of a backdrop. But I mean, there's like so many quests that have to do with what's been happening at the time, you know. It's crazy. Like sometimes even down to the exact date. Anna's first child died very young. The tragedy would affect Nikolai more than any failed mission for the Order. In 1908, the assassins captured a Templar named Dolinsky, and Nikolai interrogated him violently. In order to reveal where the Staff of Eden had gone following the failed mission, under threats to his family, Dolinsky revealed that the facility that housed the staff was located in Tunguska, Siberia. Odilov and his men departed immediately. That's the story of the Fall, I think. It's actually one of the comics. And one of the first AC comics where Nikolai Odilov is the protagonist. Also one of the only comics that I actually own of AC. But it's been a while since I read it. Helps too that there's so much material on these revolutions right down to almost hour by hour series of events on important events. Exactly, yeah. It kind of makes you wonder why in Syndicate they decided to base everything in the year 1868 and didn't give it like any month or kind of like day at all for a lot of the events that were happening. It's really like such a stark contrast between Unity and Syndicate. You know, because in Syndicate obviously the documentation has been even better, considering it was like more recent. But yeah, we definitely really use that historical material a lot for Unity's missions. So we gotta assassinate all of the remaining agents here.
blood from the bodies.
I bet the guys who did it grabbed the lion's share, but we can always have a look.
I wonder if they've stopped twitching yet.
Listen to them. Gloating about killing my family. They won't be laughing in a moment when I plunge my blade into them.
The family is dead. God riddance to the lot of them.
I cried like a little boy.
Identify us. Over there! Oh! The family is dead. God riddance to the lot of them.
Tsar cried like a little boy. I knew he was all talk and no balls.
Where are you?
Identify yourself!
Over there!
Okay. Let's see how we do this
Family
way.
is dead. God riddance to the lot of them.
I hear the Tsar cried like a little boy. I knew he was all talk and no balls.
What a bunch of bastards as well.
Did anyone pay any attention to this arena?
What? Henry's catching anything Rasputin might have had? They'd be a braver man than I.
I'll pick up the body apparently.
How's your family?
Coping. That's
sir.
hard all around.
Sir.
It'll become easier soon.
Can you hear me?
How about yours?
Telephone lines must be down. Enough of this foolishness.
There's no escape! We will find you!
Oh yeah. I love these band assassinations.
Somebody there?
Templar scum!
We'll find you in your sleep. Sleep? I never sleep. You just wait. How do we do this one the best way here? Can go down there apparently. Let's go ahead and trigger the telephone. And go downstairs.
Whoever this is, you need to
I am the blade in the shadows.
must be bored. Huh?
I walk in the darkness.
But you're curious about the 50th anniversary Ubisoft is doing, but you don't feel good about it, lol. It's definitely understandable, dude. I'm also a bit skeptical, to be honest, and I think we shouldn't expect too much. But yeah, I'm actually gonna be streaming that later. It's gonna be another 1.5 hours, I think, since till it starts. And yeah, I wanna finish my stream today with that stream. So hopefully we have some positive news, but yeah, I'm also definitely skeptical.
What was that?
Strike swiftly.
Yeah, I think we can definitely expect something regarding Valhalla and the year 2 pass, like the maybe last kind of like content. And then I reckon they also talked about like side media like comics and mangas. Not sure if we hear anything about Rift or Infinity War. I have a feeling they might leave it for Ubisoft Forward or something. Yeah, who knows? Kind of wonder if they do like an AC1 remastered for the 50th anniversary. Of course, would definitely fit. But they're really unsure about it either. Don't really have hopes for anything of it to happen.
Don't shoot!
I've got you, child. Now move. Get up.
Something's wrong. I don't feel well.
Who's there? Hands up! Who are you?
Добрый вечер, товарищ.
Don't move!
How dare you push me? I should kill you like I killed them.
Calm down, child.
Child? How dare you? I am Shao Jun of the Chinese Brotherhood of Assassins. If you were not wearing the symbol of our order, I would kill you where you stand.
Snap out of it. Your name is Anastasia Nikolaevna Romanova.
My name is... Anastasia.
Follow me. I'll protect you.
But users be like, we're not going to release a Season 2 pass, so those who already bought it, the Dawn of Ragnarok DLC sucked in. You had to pay full price for it. Yeah, dude. I mean, I wouldn't put it out of the question that they would do that. Even if they announce an AC1 remaster or remake, you don't trust Ubisoft one bit with it. Yeah, I would trust them more with a remaster than a remake, to be honest, because with a remake, I think they would change too much, probably. But even with a remaster, I feel like they'll probably add things like Ledge assassinations or Haystack assassinations or something like that, which of course on paper sounds like good, because it's like, you know, like quality of life changes to various assassination techniques. But the thing is, the shortcomings in gameplay that were in AC1 have been like kind of reasoned and explained within the lore in AC2 through the codex. So if I would actually do like a remaster and add things like that, you know, would literally conflict with like the codex, which is like the most important thing that IT left behind for AC2. So either way, I don't think I even want to have like a refurbished edition of AC1 unless it's 100% authentic to the game. That includes also things like, you know, like artistic choices, like, for example, when AC1 was created, they gave each city a unique color pattern. That for a reason, you know. So, with remasters, they often change the color palette completely. Like they done it in AC2, for instance, for most, I think. Much more than in Brotherhood of Revelations, and really didn't like how much that changed kind of like the tone at times of the game. Because those are also things that are just done on purpose, so yeah. They should just leave the colors be and focus on the textures or something. Then you really gotta ask yourself, like, is a remaster really necessary? I don't know. Personally, I don't think so. Chao Jun, yeah, there she is. A legend. Still wanna have a game with her at some point, like a 4-on game. Yeah, no kidding, Aura. Like, come on, girl, calm down. But exactly, I develop those techniques after the events of the game. Exactly, you know. So just having those kind of things, you know, in AC1 all of a sudden definitely prove that Ubisoft didn't make the effort of like reading up how those techniques evolved.
It's as though I lived her life. I keep seeing the faces of her enemies. There were 6 of them. The Tigers. I killed them, freed my empire.
These are not your memories. You are not Xiao Yun. The box or the shard did this. I've witnessed the things this technology can do. You have to remain yourself, Anastasia. You have to shut her out.
Can you fix me?
We will do what we can. First, we stop at Kazan. A friend will help us reach Moscow. There, my Brotherhood has people who will know what to do.
Your friends are... Narodnya Volya. They hate my family. Why are you helping me?
I have a daughter. And we are not in the business of murdering children.
What's happening?
Stay here. Do not let her take control. I will be back. You have my word.
Oh yeah, definitely Rod. That's music from AC Chronicles China. The soundtrack is really good for that game, actually. The Train of Revolution. Under 1918, on the train to Kazan. Orlov understood that the chart and the box changed Anastasia. She is in connection with an assassin from the past, Chao Yun of the Chinese Brotherhood of Assassins. Disturbed by this phenomenon and feeling guilty of the trauma, Orlov decided to bring the girl to the assassins, who might be able to cure her.
Don't worry, child. I will take care of this. These agents might be a problem. I should rid myself of them.
How did they hear it? Like so far away.
Stay together! I see him!
Templar Order 4. The Romanov girl has the box we're looking for. The Bolsheviks want her dead. Use that to your advantage. Take whatever measures are necessary. Fedor Tokarev was a Russian weapon designer and deputy of the Supreme Soviet of the USSR. He made a long career in the Cossack regiment as an armorer artificer before turning completely to weapons making. He worked on conversion of bolt-action rifles to semi-automatic on the famous Mosin-Nagant models, and worked on various experiments with firearms. But is mostly famous for self-loading pistols TD-30 and TD-33, and for self-loading rifles SVT-38 and SVT-40, extensively used by Russian forces during World War II.
Where's the lamb sauce?
Come on, man.
We just need it.
This is the lamb sauce.
Where's the lamb sauce?
Right here, Steph.
Lamb sauce is coming up.
Where's the lamb sauce? Train Kitchen still going strong. Ever since Red Dead Redemption 1. Poor Gordon. They're still searching for it. Every generation of Gordon is searching for its sources. Yeah, even his children. It's a lot of enemies here. I have to kill all of these guys, right? Like all of them have to die.
If there's nowhere to go and they're outnumbered, they will never get off this train alive.
Don't underestimate this.
Over there! Don't lose him! Here! He's here!
Are these guys all wearing gas masks? It's Chris.
Nowhere to go and they're outnumbered. They will never get off this train alive.
Where's Aura? Hope you have a good luck.
Is the snapping of your own neck? Get something done.
Get him!
Over there!
What's it? Press freaking B. What? The actual one, I can't just run past these guys, so I have to actually kill all of them.
They're outnumbered. They will never get off this train alive.
I mean, I do think I have to kill over all of them, but... Let's go forward. The thing is, I get like shadow booty, right? So that's why I'm wondering.
Stay where you are.
I'm pretty sure we have to kill all of them, so...
They have nowhere to go and they're outnumbered.
Over there!
Oh man, this part, I hate it.
Don't underestimate the assassin.
Never get off this train alive.
Don't underestimate the assassin. I hear they can move so quietly. The only sound you hear is the snapping of your own neck.
Don't tell me you're scared of an old man and a little girl, Bob. Somebody there?
finally past this point. What the fuck are you doing, dude? Jesus Christ.
Don't lose him!
Could have been so easy, right? You could just jump over and assassinate him, but no. It was like, you're not allowed to do that.
There's no escape! We'll find you! Who's there?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Literally pressing the button for assassination as soon as the symbol pops up. Then he decides to do this move downwards and doesn't do the action. Something that really bothers me sometimes with these Chronicles games is like, I feel like super unresponsive at times. Like I'm literally pressing the button at the moment that the game tells me to and nothing happens, you know? Plus you gotta stand still for like 2 milliseconds before you can do it. But then the game shouldn't tell you that it's an option if you can't actually do it. No.
He's here!
It's freaking annoying. What the fuck? Oh, Jesus. So because I went ahead and got the Shadow Gold already, it didn't save my progress of having killed all of these guys I killed before. Jesus fucking Christ. Come on now, game. It didn't save my progress, essentially. Fucking hell. The thing is, if I fail again, then it's again, I will be reset all the way over here. It's gonna rush through now.
Who's got him? I see him! After him! You are a dead man walking.
Ah, okay, so I can be killed during an animation where I can't react to anything. Makes sense.
Here! Kiss here!
Yeah, definitely is the most tricky one of the Chronicles games, I'd say. Kinda hope I didn't have to kill all of these guys now, because otherwise you're screwed. Yeah, I guess you have to kill them after all. now we still gotta kill the last thing, guys, and I guess our checkpoint system is not super screwed up. Because we're saved all the way back here now. So if we die, probably still at like 8 out of 25 or something.
Together. There's two of them. Assassin! I see.
What? Why? You see that? I have like the double assassination symbol over their heads. I press assassination for double assassination, and Olaf just decides to only kill one. Oh, this is so freaking stupid. I can't. Look at that, we at 14 out of 25. I still gotta go back and kill all of these guys, yeah.
Get him! What? Over there!
Yeah, exactly, Rod. It's like, you know, the game tells you something that just isn't happening. Earlier as well when I tried to do an air assassination and it just didn't work. Citing me getting detected. It's really frustrating.
Over there!
I don't like it. They said he was just an old man.
And this time it actually worked. Incredible.
Is the snippy.
Don't tell me you're scared of an old man and a little girl, Bob.
Who's there?
What the fuck? I hit like a radius. Never mind. Hey Vefua, good morning to you, dude. Welcome in. Finally. This was so damn annoying.
Das Vidania. I'll never get back to her in time. They're after the girl. They will kill her because of who she is. I will not let that happen.
So am I going to be doing the historical order for the next AC series with Odyssey first? So I haven't actually finished my series run for this year yet. I still have to play Odyssey, Origins and Valhalla. However, the way I planned it was to start with AC1 and go from there with the historical order. And then once we reach the end of the kind of like timeline, we go all the way back to Odyssey and then play Odyssey, Origins, Valhalla. So yeah, that's still gonna be part of this series run, but I didn't want to start with Odyssey this time, considering how late it is in the release order and modern day and everything. So I'm gonna do it as like a separate thing, but still part of the series run, essentially. But yeah, those games we will be playing in historical order. But yeah, for my next like proper series run of ACVO, I haven't decided yet what we're gonna be doing.
Where is the lamb sauce? The more important thing is that the train mission is now done. And the quest for the lamb sauce by Gordon of the early 1900s will continue. Congrats on getting through that Saini Crook one, happy Ezio.
Rod, thank you so much, dude, for the 20 bits and for the encouraging words. I really appreciate it, dude. And yeah, I mean, Finding the lamb source is important, but it's definitely more important getting past this part. I'm definitely happy down with that. Sanely. Yeah, it was kind of funny the way Sean Bot said that. But yeah, thank you, dude. I appreciate the 20 bits. Let's have a quick look here in the database. We got some loophole entries. Those are only like enemy types essentially. Also have a new document somewhere. Templar Orders 5. Rumor has it that the Bolsheviks are going to deploy heavy firepower to take out the Romanov girl. Don't let them destroy the box. And Templar Order number 6. We have identified the man protecting the Romanov girl. He is Nikolai Orderov, an assassin. Be cautious and eliminate him if you can. Fuck. Shit, I screwed up already. Let's try this again. Jesus Christ. Hey, Virgin Jacket, welcome in. The train is still running, but
You will never get the girl.
Yeah, Mr. White! Yes, science!
Are you hurt?
I'm fine. Thank you for keeping your word.
alright. But yeah, welcome in again, Regin Jacket. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for the lurk. Yeah, Mr. White? Here you're doing well, just eating breakfast and logging in to start work. Very nice. Hope you have something delicious for breakfast.
Wait here. I need to find my friend Leon. He'll help us reach the Brotherhood in Moscow.
Is he an assassin, like you?
No, he is neither assassin nor Templar. Stay hidden, stay warm, keep it safe.
Why? Are you not coming back?
Did I not give you my word?
Yes.
Stay out of sight and wait for my return.
A friendly hand. September 1918, Kazan. Orlov has successfully repelled the Templars and saved Anastasia. Both of them are now out of harm's way in Kazan, where Orlov expects to find his friend, Leon Trotsky, and asks for help to reach Moscow and the assassins. But Orlov doesn't know that a battle is about to start between the Reds and the Whites, for the domination of Kazan, and that a curfew had been established by the Red forces positioned in the west suburbs of Kazan. Basically went to Kazan to get out of harm's way, but really we aren't. Amazing.
Something's not right. Only soldiers in the streets.
Mentor requested that Nikolai and his fellow assassins retrieve the Staff of Eden, which was being tested with electrical machines based upon designs stolen from their ally, Nikola Tesla. The plan was to quickly retrieve the staff, as the whole site was targeted to be destroyed by Tesla, using his Teleforce weapon based in America.
No one break the curfew. Everyone you see is a spy for the Whites. Shoot on sight.
Why not attack now? Trotsky is with us.
The 5th Army will be there at dawn. When they're here, we'll retake the city. For now, the Czech Legion is too strong.
At dawn? Damn it, Leon. I didn't expect to find you in the middle of a battle. find a way to deal with this light using Tesla's little toy.
Yeah, I want to get closer to him without running, because if you run, then you get detected. But I kind of like slid into him, so it didn't work. Let's try this again. I think that's a good way to do it, though, potentially.
There are Templar snipers everywhere.
Because we just got a steal from him right before he gets to the door.
Maybe I can find a way to deal with this light using Tesla's little toy.
Who's there?
Wodarenko. It's far from here.
Okay, so we got it. Destroy this light there. For some reason. Okay. See. Few, you read a pretty interesting few books about the Russian Revolution a few years back at one of your jobs. Needless to say, you haven't been paying attention to the whole story here, but you'll be curious how they get it from a Western perspective. Yeah, it's definitely quite interesting. I mean, it's certainly a story that has been part of like books and movies and games for quite a while now. But yeah, it's definitely focusing more on like the AC aspects within the story, like, you know, the Tunguska event and explosion, and how it stands a connection to the staff and Apple of Eden. Then Anastasia all of a sudden being like a assassin who's experiencing the memories of Chao Yun. It certainly isn't the most historically accurate version, I would say. It's yeah, still fun. It's interesting take on it. November cross between the Templar, but in reality he wasn't that bad of a guy. Western media generally depicts him less than favorable, which is kind of unfortunate. Yeah, like in the was it Disney or was it like DreamWorks or something? A movie about Anastasia, where Rasputin is like the ultimate villain. Can't go up here apparently. I see.
Stay where you are.
Alexander II, you believe, was the last Tsar. He wasn't too bad of a guy either. His parents, grandparents, ancestral line were kinda bad, but he himself didn't give a chance to do very much except come into power during turbulent times. Yeah. Yeah, some people just don't have a lot of luck when they get into like certain positions, or even getting a certain position. Like Louis, the King of France, during the French Revolution. Got to be king like super early, I think, and then also just never was meant to become king either, but kind of had to.
Generator seems to be linked to the light. My run through these lights.
Few of the idea of old empires were coming to an end around World War I all around Europe, and Alexander II shouldn't have stayed in power. He wasn't very knowledgeable nor fit for the job, but he also didn't deserve to have his entire bloodline executed. Yeah, I don't think anybody deserved it, to be honest. You know, to die like that, and including all of his family as well, just being like executed. But yeah, definitely it was like certainly, you know, a time where a lot of countries pushed to get rid of monarchies.
Shoot the spy!
Search the area. There might be more of them.
Time to run. Fall in the cold waters of the Volga wait.
Shit. Fuck, I had to go onto the tram, didn't I? Oops. I thought I just had to dodge it.
Spy! Shoot the spy!
Search the area. There might be more of them.
Time to run. Fall in the cold waters of the Volga wait.
Fuck, I had to go down here. I see. Never mind, I don't have to go on the train. Okay, awkward things are free. Let's do this now.
Spy! Shoot the spy!
Search the area. There might be more of them.
Time to run. Fall in the cold waters of the Volga await.
Hey Vator, welcome in, dude. It's going pretty good. Playing some more, or kind of like started playing AC Chronicles Russia today.
Time to run. Fall in the cold waters of the Volga await.
Now post World War I in 1918. Dude, how often do I have to press you to go down before you do it? It's... Jesus fucking Christ.
Search the area. There might be more of them.
Time to run. Fall in the cold waters of the Volga await.
It's like in our way. Oh boy.
Search the area. There might be more of them.
Time to run. Fall in the cold waters of the Volga await.
Fuck off. How much faster do I have to be? It's like really annoying me right now. It's...
Search the area. There might be more of them.
It's just too many scenarios where you really have to play like perfect, you know, there's like no room for mistakes, like whatsoever. I wish it was the line, but it really isn't. Thank God we got past that part.
Товарищ, the 5th Army is here. Bring the news to Trotsky. It's time to retake the city.
Understood.
Wait. I can't let you start your war. Not yet.
Yeah, Rod, I can definitely imagine, you know, how that must have felt like. Honestly, like it's already so frustrating on a casual playthrough that I probably will never do a challenge run ever again on this game. Honestly, not sure if I can take it. Mind, apparently I couldn't just stand still there. I had to do something.
I see him!
Over there!
Okay. Thanks.
There you are, Leon. Well protected. Maybe too well.
But yeah, Rod, you have my deepest respect for, you know, doing this game with a no decent run. Because I'm not sure if I would actually have the patience for that, and I would say I have like solid patience for like challenges of all kinds stuff, but yeah, I'm not sure if I would do that.
This boat, I can pull myself across the canal.
What? Didn't see me. Oh. So he sees me while I'm dragging this, right? Oh boy.
If I take this boat, I can pull myself across the canal.
Now there's this freaking light. Dude. But if I decide to make Chronicles Russia so much more frustrating than China and India, I feel like both games had a good balance of like difficulty and satisfying gameplay, but it's just frustrating, to be honest.
Take this boat, I can pull myself across the canal.
Jesus, if I would have jumped into water now and died, what a freaking rage quit it. Something. Like seriously.
Down if I can reach the junction box on the other side of the building.
Patience is running thin right now.
Nothing to report, sir.
Fine. Report regularly. Now! Please respond! What is your status?
Nothing to report, sir.
Just make sure and keep a lookout for anything or anyone suspicious.
This guy have a gas mask, right? So I can't actually. Give him like that.
I see him!
Is he actually dying to my shots?
Over there!
Pretty much. Thought I could like headshot him or one-shot him with the rifle. That doesn't work apparently.
I trust he's in. Товарищ Trotsky.
Kolya! You scared the hell out of me.
It's good to see you, my friend.
Is it true? You have one of the Tsar's daughters.
Yes, I am taking her to Moscow.
You didn't bring her with you?
Can you arrange our transportation?
Bring the girl. I can't do this if you're in two different places.
She's under my protection.
I'm sorry, Kolya. I wish you'd have just brought the girl with you.
No! You're making a mistake, Leon.
I don't care about your war with the Templars, Nikolai. The workers' revolution is all that matters. And this girl is a symbol. She has to die.
No, you have to die. Traitor, yeah. Indeed. Betrayed us. What a bastard. Okay, so we could go to the next memory here, right? But we could also just exit. So the thing is, the event starts in about 20 minutes. The Ubisoft 50th anniversary event. And there's a good chance that the next memory will take longer than 20 minutes. So I think we'd rather take a break now, and when I come back we're gonna jump into the event and watch that together. So I guess we're just gonna exit here instead of going for the next memory. We can just continue the game next time. But yeah, we're basically halfway through Russia now. Done sequence 5 and sequence 6 will be next year. Yeah, next time on the AC stream we'll definitely will be finishing with the game and then make a start on AC Odyssey, which will actually be the next game in the, not really in the timeline order, but going all the way back to ancient times. It's the first game in the timeline order, so yeah, that's gonna come next. But yeah, for now let's go ahead and exit the game here. And yeah, then we're gonna be taking a break. Let me just go ahead and look up some AC music here. Yeah. Cheers, Rod. Thank you, dude. I definitely will. And yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the anniversary stream as well. For anybody who also wants to have a YouTube link or something for the event, that's the one. The timer is currently 20 minutes remaining, but yeah, we're gonna be streaming it over here on this channel. So you can just stay tuned if you like and you know, watch it with us together. Also gonna be chatting about it as well. Yeah, feel free to stay around and watch it with us. But yeah, there's not gonna be any more gameplay today, though. We're just gonna be watching the celebration and then call it a stream, essentially. So for AC Chronicles Russia, that shall be it for today. So if anybody only stay for that, that's definitely totally fine. I understand that. But yeah, if you want to stay around, Ubisoft has a few things to announce today regarding Valhalla, also the side media, and who knows what more. So yeah, I'm quite curious to see what and how they're gonna announce it. But yeah, I should be back in like 15 or so. Maybe back shortly before the event starts. And yeah, then we're gonna have a watch together. So I'll catch you all in just a few. However, before I go into my break, I just want to give a shout out again to Rod here, since my shout out didn't work earlier, unfortunately. But yeah, Rod is also another great streamer who plays all of the AC games constantly on the weekends. So on the weekends he's doing his AC days usually. Currently he's doing an NU series run where he's playing AC3. And yeah, he's doing kind of like individual challenges for each and every AC game. So if you're looking for another, you know, big fan of these games, then definitely check out his channel. He's also playing other games from Grand Theft Auto to Red Dead Redemption, Zelda, Tomb Raider, Watch Dogs, and all kinds of other games. So good variety of games to catch there. If that's the worst at all, Rod, more than happy to give you a shout out, dude. And yeah, I will catch you guys all in just a few.
Assassin's Creed is all about giving players the thrill of leaping into history and reliving pivotal moments of our past. It has already been 15 years since Altair and the first Assassin's Creed game welcomed you to the Brotherhood in 2007. Today marks the beginning of our celebrations. For the months to come, we prepared surprises, unexpected collaborations, rewards, community activities, and more. We want to celebrate our 15th anniversary with you and all the people that share their passion for our franchise. Whether you want to relive your first Assassin's Creed memories, get involved in the celebrations, or learn more about the future of the brand, we'll get you covered in the months to come. Exciting news about Assassin's Creed starts now, with an update on what's to come in Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Launching Assassin's Creed Valhalla and expanding upon its story and gameplay throughout the first year has been an incredible adventure. After 2 story expansions that saw Ivor battle against a druidic cult in Ireland, and then throw themselves into the Siege of Paris and war-torn Francia, we dove into Norse mythology with our ambitious 3rd expansion, Dawn of Ragnarok. With Assassin's Creed crossover stories, we even brought back a surprise visitor from the past, who joined up with Ivor to fight a mysterious curse in the Isle of Skye.
I'm glad you invited me here tonight.
On top of this narrative content, since launch, we've added several free game modes and activities to the world of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Now, for the first time in the franchise, we're offering a 2nd year of free post-launch content with our returning festivals, Mastery Challenge Pack 2, an Armory update, and new tombs to explore this fall to close the mystery behind Tombs of the Fallen. But that's not all. This summer, we're offering a unique take on Assassin's Creed gameplay. It is my pleasure to present the first look at our latest and most ambitious game mode, The Forgotten Saga, which will be free to all Assassin's Creed Valhalla players.
You do well to hide behind your monsters, daughter of Loki!
So, you're going back to Niflheim?
As many times as it takes. It is time to go to hell. Each time you cast me out will only make me stronger!
We're excited for you to experience this summer a new roguelite-inspired journey into Niflheim, the spectacular realm of the dead. And stay tuned until the end of the year for one last surprise. We will reveal the last episode of Ivor's story as a free chapter for all players as well.
In Assassin's Creed, history has always been our playground, and Discovery Tour is the ideal game mode to discover and learn, with content free of violence and tailored for learning. It is perfectly suitable for all audiences, including schools. For the Assassin's Creed Valhalla team, immersing players in the long-gone world of the Vikings and the Saxons has been a driving passion. Encouraged by feedback from teachers and students, we are proud to take a new step in facilitating access to learning by releasing today a standalone version of Discovery Tour Viking Age, for Xbox and PlayStation consoles, as well as Stadia and Luna streaming platforms. We're also honored to be partnering with McGill University in Canada to develop curriculum guides for teachers and students, available online for free, to help them make the most of Discovery Tour Ancient Egypt, Ancient Greece, and Viking Age as learning tools for the classroom. We want to celebrate our 15th anniversary with you by releasing a free title update that our community has been passionately asking for. 60 frames per second support for Assassin's Creed Origins is now available. Experience Ancient Egypt under the reign of Cleopatra, now in 60 FPS on Xbox and PlayStation next-gen consoles. To celebrate with all of our players, we will be hosting a free weekend for Assassin's Creed Origins from June 16th to June 20th. The beautiful world of ancient Egypt is a great place to start revisiting and celebrating past Assassin's Creed games. Our 15th anniversary is about rewarding you for your incredible support. To get started, several sets of Assassin's Creed Origins tattoos, along with a naval pack, will be available this week in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Right now, head to our anniversary website and learn more on how to get involved with the celebrations. Take part in our weekly challenges for a chance to earn prizes and share your favorite Assassin's Creed memories by using hashtag AC15 as we leap into history. Join us this September as we unveil the future of Assassin's Creed during a very special event. We can't wait to show you what's in store.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Assassin's Creed 15th Anniversary Celebration event. My name is Yusuf. I'll be one of your hosts today. I'm joined by my co-host, Chassie Vicencio. Chassie, how are you today?
Hey, I'm excited. That was very exciting stuff. So I'm happy to be here to celebrate Assassin's Creed with all of you. And we have a special guest, Yusuf.
Oh, yes, we do. We are joined by Assassin's Creed producer, Jose Ariza. Jose, thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, it's my pleasure. This is exciting and thrilling all at once.
Yes.
Alright, so I think that's it for the official announcements. Pretty short as expected, and yeah, nothing major.
Right now and showing off the Assassin's Creed
I
Origins.
think this is probably just gonna be like gameplay and then commentary with it. So I don't think we're gonna have like anything important being announced from now on. But yeah, there's of course the new Origins patch for consoles, which was really cool. I think, you know, giving them a 60 FPS, but that wasn't exactly news, of course. Yeah, we're gonna have this free mode for Valhalla, which again looks like super fantastical. And I honestly think we had enough of that in Valhalla so far, especially with the recent expansion. I'm a bit surprised they didn't dive more to like AC1, you know, kind of like focus more on that game again. Not exactly like a remaster or remake or anything, but yeah, I still would think would have been good to kind of like go back more. Maybe even make a stream of AC1 even today, you know, like instead of Origins. Like, yeah, Origins got the update, but I mean, AC1 got 15 years, you know. So, yeah, would have hoped more focus there, to be honest. But yeah, pretty short, as expected, of course. But yeah, I mean, you know, I don't wanna hate Odyssey too much or something. It's just that story-wise, you know, it kind of like resembles what is wrong with the series, I guess, a little bit right now. But yeah, I would definitely agree with you if you are aware that, you know, gameplay-wise, Syndicate and Odyssey are really fun games. Like, I mean, there's a reason I also played Odyssey for such a long time and, you know, still come back to it because, I mean, as an action RPG, you know, I actually quite enjoy Odyssey. Like, the gameplay aspect of it. It just, once you view it as part of a series, you know, like both in the gameplay and in the story department, it just doesn't fit very well. And I mean, that's a fact, you know. But yeah, that doesn't take away from, you know, like being able to enjoy the game or something, you know, because maybe you don't care too much that it doesn't, you know, try to fit in too well. Or, you know, you just enjoy the gameplay for the gameplay's sake. I mean, that's completely fine and fair. But yeah, I think there's definitely reasons why people like and dislike it, and it's completely fine. You know, everybody's entitled to their opinion and enjoyment in a game. But yeah, I think it should definitely be fair as well to criticize a game for valid reasons. Also, hey for Infinity, hey for Habiga, welcome in, guys. You get free tattoos. Yeah, that's the most important thing, isn't it? Free tattoos and chip designs. Also, hey Jay, welcome in as well, dude.
It was fascinating. It was preserving the DNA while evolving at the same time.
Speaking that as
You always say it, but you love that you take 0-4 damage in Odyssey. It's so fun. Yeah, I mean, like from a gameplay perspective, again, right? Like it's very convenient to have it, like being able to jump off these huge mountains in Odyssey and get away with it. But yeah, if you look at it from a logical perspective, which is still where AC is set in, right? Like there's no magic, there's like science fiction, and everything is kind of like explained in some ways. I wouldn't even mind if there was a way to take 0-4 damage that was like logically explained, For example, I don't know. Make the piece of Eden kind of like create shockwave under you or something, that's kind of like lessons of for something like that, Like if I would make the effort to at least try to explain that, then would definitely be fine to me. But yeah, that doesn't happen, You have like chickens doing damage to you. But not like 1000-meter fall.
Well, I was gonna say, by the way, I noticed that my camera is really bright. This is obviously to be
You're bathed in light.
Yeah.
They could have given us a small teaser for what's to see in September. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be
You're tired of all of the Valhalla focus. Yeah. That's the thing with it being like, kind of like kept alive by all the updates and having even 2 years of like, like extra DLC content. It's also, of course, to kind of like bridge the gap between what's to come next and the recent AC game with Valhalla. But yeah, I have to say, like, already with the second expansion, Siege of Paris, I felt I had enough of Valhalla. Like, enough content. Because, I mean, even the base game is like, so long. So, having like another expansion like Dawn of Ragnarok that was supposed to be like 40 hours, it just seemed so daunting. Like, yeah. Like, I love Valhalla, and a lot of its aspects, like from the game world to the overarching like main story and stuff. But it's just way too long. Like, that's definitely my main criticism as well. It's just too long. And they try to kind of like pad the game with mechanics that are just there to kind of like, create more time being played, essentially, more time being spent in the game.
There's a lot of changes that went into this. We went from a mission-driven system.
But yeah, like if you kind of like compare, for example, Valhalla with Witcher 3, I think Witcher 3 does a much better job really valuing your time, with each and every activity. And yeah, if I already take inspiration from those kind of games, then I hope they, also take inspiration from that approach.
Every choice we made was because we really truly felt, every director, every producer, everybody in the team that really felt that was the right
Your Valhalla being a little bit more grounded and serious on Odyssey, you honestly like the arcade style gameplay of Odyssey better. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, like a lot of people feel that way. You're actually in the majority, I would say. Like if I go on Reddit, there's like mostly a lot of negative opinions against Valhalla and people enjoying the gameplay of Odyssey better and stuff.
Take anything you like!
I have to say I'm definitely in the minority. It seems that I like Valhalla better because, to me it's not all about kind of like gameplay fun. To me, since I'm like such a big fan of kind of like the overarching universe and stuff, and the settings, for me it's like very important that it tries to be realistic, gritty, serious, and yeah, just really fitting for the themes that it talks about, right? Like, would be super weird if you had AC1, everything that happens there, and they would be cracking jokes left and right, Like, usually the themes that AC deals with are not of the, light-hearted sort, essentially. So I like what Valhalla did, both with the story, with the game world being like very dark. I certainly try to light it up, of course, with the side quests, but the overarching main story I think is very serious, but I think very fitting.
So are you like just directly looking? Are you
also for what it talks about?
like nervous about that? That sounds very nervous.
But yeah, I mean, it's all about preferences, right? Like,
Yeah.
can't really suit the game to every kind of like person.
Total poker face, just like, and you don't know.
Yeah, some people just prefer realism, I guess. Some prefer kind of like arcadiness fun. For me, it kind of depends on the game, really. Like in an AC game, I care much more about realism, but I play like tons of arcade games, like, and I love arcade games. But yeah, I don't know, like within an AC game, I rather preferred being, kind of like trying to be realistic because I mean it's based in history and everything. We should give more credit to the OG here. Yeah, I think so as well, Kobe. With 15 years and also so many of the recent and older AC games getting so much love, AC1 is often kind of underappreciated, I think. So yeah, for 15 years, I definitely love to see something.
And I said, no, honestly, I've never seen that. I don't know.
A standalone game, the story is interesting. As far as the AC lore goes, it's worthless. But yeah, the gameplay is super fun. It's just not even remotely realistic. Yeah, pretty much that. And yeah, like, I'm actually looking forward to play Odyssey again. Like, as much as I criticize the game and as much as I also don't enjoy about the game, like, it's certainly a mixed batch for me. Like, I enjoy still quite a few aspects about it.
I think cathartic. It was a very cathartic moment for me, and and it was also my.
Hey there, Sean. Welcome in, dude. We're just playing this. How was Origins today? How far did you get? Did you get past level 30?
And you're thinking, God, please.
One of the most popular ways to describe Odyssey is a good game, but not a good AC game after all. Yeah, that's definitely quoted quite a lot, for sure.
Yeah, and also terrifying, right?
Sure.
We always do our best work, hoping that everybody would love it, hoping that everybody will be.
That camo is dope. Yeah, it was. ISO Gravity Boots Rod. Yeah. Yeah, we need something like that, of course. The thing is, like, even if it's kind of like sounds ridiculous, as long as I explain it, I'm like, okay, I can kind of see it, I can kind of understand it. But if I don't even make the effort of trying to explain it, then I think it's just lazy.
Like I think to me, like, it was just so cool seeing.
And you kind of like putting, all the gameplay in front of kind of like the story, the universe.
Son, but it was a healthy relationship.
Kobe, technically you're excited about games being supported and getting new free content this song, but realistically it really makes you burn out at some point if you just don't space it out. Exactly, like, and I really loved Valhalla, but I really was burned out as well, by the end of my last playthrough. With like literally everything in it. I spent like 230 hours or something. Just like running across the game world of Valhalla and doing everything.
And it's funny because it wasn't
it's just too long for a game, I feel.
It wasn't melodramatic. It was just a moment where you.
Or at least for a game like this.
And I hope that we captured the journey as a couple, as people, as humans.
John, you feel like your favorite games are Ezio Collection, Origins, and Syndicate?
We're okay. We're cool.
I mean, that's a good selection of games for sure.
I'm so happy.
Ezio Trilogy is classic. Origins, I absolutely adore. And yeah, Syndicate was really fun as well.
Separated at the end of the game, and them coming back together and reuniting there for that moment.
Level 30 now, you got the Ultima gear, and you're hoping to hit level 40. Nice, dude. Good progress.
It fills my.
Have you been to Giza yet, exploring the city, the pyramids and stuff?
I know the narrative team worked really hard to give.
If you need to play it apart from AC Run, play it as its own game.
Giving over exposition of.
Yeah, it's gonna help this time that I'm playing it not in between Origins and Valhalla, but as a first game on both three, because I wanna do it in like historical order. So yeah, I think it's gonna be better for me to not have interruption between Origins and Valhalla with Odyssey. So it's gonna feel like its own kind of like playthrough because of that as well.
Yeah, I think
which is gonna be good.
Complete success, at least for me. That's my opinion on it.
No, agreed. Very strong story. Just their relationship is.
And welcome back, Seraph.
From this series, it's just so well written.
We get the first hidden blade.
If you know what really sucks about Valhalla, there's like 30 different adrenaline skills, and you basically only use like 2 of them, Destroying and Poison. And the slowdown time skill for grabbing into 2 artifacts. Whereas you used so many different skills in Odyssey since they felt valid, but so much of these skills in Valhalla are just lame to you. That's personal, you realize maybe you're the minority. Yeah, I feel like Valhalla kind of like gives you so much that it can be a bit overwhelming. So you tend to like stick to the things that you know and know that work. I have to say, I really dig the skills and abilities in Valhalla and how many there are. Because what I like about it in comparison to Odyssey, for instance, is that a lot of the skills and abilities feel more mechanical, like more based on timing and kind of like skill where I aim and stuff. Whereas in Odyssey, I felt like I was ability spamming much more, you know, like for example, if I use my fire bit in Odyssey, what I basically just do is I, you know, have like my weapon on fire. I run into a crowd of enemies and I just spam the kind of like, you know, AoE effects. I don't know how it's called anymore, but where you kind of like damage everybody in your radius. Then you just stack it with like critical chance and fire damage, and everybody dies instantly.
How much was put into?
You know, that's like ideally how I play once I have my build ready in Odyssey. But in Valhalla, you can't really do, you know, like ability spamming and expect it to work just like that. But yeah, I definitely like that you have more like time-based skills that really require like high precision and stuff, you know, because that's important.
It's the most important Assassin's Creed to me.
That's amazing to hear.
But yeah, I think Valhalla definitely is overwhelming though with the skill tree. And kind of like also reminding you like what you can do, like how many things are that you could utilize in combat.
Trying to absorb and we're not just Assassin's Creed as a brand. It's not just about being in a setting and a place, but understanding, right? Honoring the magnitude of what used to be the Egyptian Empire at that point.
But yeah, so it seems like this rest of our stream is mostly just these guys talking about origins, you know, and not really talking about, you know, kind of like the new things to come, I would think. So I think this is gonna be where we will call it, or you know, watching this. Of course, everybody, you know, if you wanna like keep on watching the celebration stream and them talking about origins, there's the link for anybody who wants to keep on watching that. But yeah, I think this is where we're gonna
Where is Charles Lee?
call it for today as well. Let me just go ahead and turn on some AC music again. It's better. After 15 years, they still haven't answered one question. Where's Charles Lee? I mean, that's a true question. Same for where's the lamb sauce? And where's Waldo? But yeah, guys, I want to thank you all very much for coming by and for joining today's stream. We did finish the World War 1 Rift for AC Syndicate. Also made a start on AC Chronicles Russia. We of course still have like half of the game left. So next time we're gonna be jumping into that and finish it. And yeah, then it's basically time to start AC Odyssey. And for Odyssey we're gonna be doing kind of like a casual run as well. I'm just gonna kind of like focus on the main story. And yeah, gonna play it in a similar fashion that I did last time though, going for kind of like fun dialogue choices. Because even though not Psycho Lexis is gonna make a comeback, we will be having Psycho Sandra this time. So playing Cassandra and doing kind of like options in dialogue where, you know, we end up killing people. Or just go for like the worst possible outcome essentially. And yeah, I actually had quite a good time last time we did that, because it also led to me not taking the game too seriously, which in turn is my enjoyment. So yeah, that's the plan. However, I might not come back to tomorrow though. I think tomorrow we're going to be playing something else and just take a break of a day from AC, because I've been playing it quite a lot this past week. But yeah, I'm going to keep you updated. We could either go back into Shadow of the Tomb Raider, or we could make a start on some new games that I've gotten recently. But yeah, I'm not going to say yet what it is. It shall be a surprise. But yeah, looking forward to showcase these as well though. We never know, Kobe. Yeah, never ever. That's a very short. Thank you so much for coming by, and also for the raid earlier. I really appreciate it. Thanks also for the bits too, dude. Have a good one as well, Seraph. Thanks for being here too. So there's Kobe. Thanks for joining. And you as well, viewer. Thanks for Mission Pass, Sean. Hope you have a good one. Cheers, Rod. But yeah, for now we're gonna go and have a look who's online. Because of course we wanna raid out here. I mean, since it's the 50th anniversary of AC, how about we have a look if somebody's actually streaming AC1? It's actually a game that's streamed a bit more often sometimes, because it's like the start of a series and a lot of people do like series runs and end up like cancelling them at some point. But usually they start all with AC1, so there's always like a few people streaming it. Okay, there's a streamer with like quite a few viewers, but I think it's a German one. Like German only. Yeah, it is. Yeah, there's also like a couple Russian streamers. But yeah, there's actually no English speaking streamer playing AC1 right now. Yeah, I think the speedrun for AC1 actually is like about 3 hours or so, or 2.5 or something. There's not like a lot of speedrunners for AC, but there's one guy who done it on most of the AC games. And he's also the world record holder for all of them, I think. So yeah, in AC1 I think he finished in under 3 hours or something. Okay, let's have a look at AC2. If anybody's streaming that. Okay, I think we're gonna rate Kel VT. Streamer who just started AC2, so they are at the very beginning of the game. And yeah, they are, I think, just doing a casual playthrough from Britain as well. And they're also a VTuber as well. Alright, let's go ahead and check them out, see how they're enjoying the game. If your world record speedrun is 3 hours and 35 minutes for AC1, so your guess was right. Yeah. Okay, so what's 3.5 then? It would actually be interesting to try to beat it at some point, because I feel like some in our community definitely could achieve it, given how often, you know, we played AC1. Like, I feel like Rotten Eye, for example, would have quite a good idea of how to approach the game to make it go even faster. But yeah, who knows? Maybe I do that at one time, you know, try to beat the speedrun or something. But yeah, guys, if you want to come along for raid, there's some raid emotes in chat that Kobe posted. Thank you for doing that, Kobe. And I shall be back tomorrow with a new game or Shadow of the Tomb Raider. So until then, hope you have a good rest of the day or night, and I will catch you in the next one.